Everyone, it's Pollo Del Mar. You might know me from my contributions to the Huffington Post, where I cover celebrity features, or perhaps you tuned in the past to my Podomatic's #1 LGBTQ podcast, Party Foul Radio with Pollo and Pearl. Maybe you even like professional wrestling. You've caught my other wrestling podcast called Arm Drag Takedown with Pollo Del Mar. I'm just sitting here in Casa Del Mar with my San Francisco's Most Notable Drag Queen Award. But right now, I'm also the most excited drag queen in the entire world. Because I got a new advanced copy of Pink's Beautiful Trauma. I feel like I should be going a lot and whatnot. We are just 5 days away from the release of Pink's 7th studio album, Beautiful Trauma. And because of the fact that I write the Huffington Post, I got an advanced copy of it. I've been listening to it non-stop since it arrived. So, just a little background, I am a huge Pink fan. House Down Boots! And I've owned every single album that she's ever released since 2002. And when The Truth About Love came out, I listened to it non-stop for like 5 weeks. Non-stop. So as I'm sure you already know, if you're a Pink fan, the first 3 songs are available already off the album. Those are What About Us, which is a very political top 20 hit on Billboard's Hot 100. Yay, Pink! Go Pink! Also, the title track, Beautiful Trauma, has already been released. And most recently, Whatever You Want was dropped. So those are the first 3 that we've already heard, so I'm not even going to bother to tell you guys about those. They're amazing. Of course, What About Us is so political. I totally feel like she released that in the Donald Trump era of the United States government, and politics is just a mess, and Pink is super outspoken about that. And of course, that plays a role throughout the rest of the album. So I'm going to tell you first and foremost, I'm just going to get it off the top right here, you guys. I think this is her best album yet. That's saying a lot because I've loved every one of her albums pretty much. And I remember, for example, like when Misunderstood came out, I was like, oh my god, it can't get better than this. And then, you know, every year, Funhouse, but oh my god, I can't get better than this. Well, here it is. She's like almost 20 years into her career, and I think she literally has put out the best album she's ever done. Okay, what do we expect from Pink? You know that she's always got like folk music on her records, and she's always got that party hit on her record, and she's always got something dancey on her record, and she's got politics on her record. She's got some beautiful ballads on her record. Well, she outdoes herself on this record. You guys, Beautiful Trauma as an album is so good. And Beautiful Trauma is the first song on the record, and we already know about that, right? Because we've already heard it on YouTube. And then the second track is Revenge, and that is the one that so many people are aching to find out about. I tweeted about this like last night. This is the deal, you guys. Revenge is the track that's been rumored for a long time now to have Eminem on it, and I can tell you right now, after listening to it, it does have Eminem. Yes! Yes! He and, like, Pink are such a good team together. I really think so. Okay, so first of all, the song is about, obviously, a breakup. And it's about 2 people who are seeking revenge on each other, clearly. So Eminem raps for, like, he carries about half the song. I would not say this is a feature. I would say this is a duet because of how long he's actually on it. It's Pink and Eminem, despite the fact that it's on Pink's record. Eminem comes in at about 2 minutes and 13 seconds into the song, and he is consistently on the song until 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and then he and she duet for the last, like, 30 seconds or whatever. So really, he's on more than half the track. His rap isn't that angry rap that we think about when you, like, at least that I think about when you think about Eminem. There isn't a lot of that. There is, like, one spot where he really kind of goes into that place of, like, the angry rap. He says, you turned your back on me and then you said I stabbed you in it? Stabbed you in it? Stabbed you in it? Apparently he stabbed her in the back, bitch. Okay. The cool part is, to me, that he kind of sings on it. And I don't really associate Eminem with singing. And I wouldn't say it's, like, amazing singing, but the track is really fun. I definitely think that this is a song that's going to go to radio. I definitely think that it will do well at radio. People if those stands out there for Eminem are any indication, girl, should just drop it now because they are aching to hear something new from Marshall Mathers or Eminem or Slim Shady. They were asking me like, is it Slim Shady? Is it Marshall Mathers? Is it Eminem? Well, I don't know the difference, you guys. I'm more a Pink fan, and okay, so here is the tea that people who are Eminem fans might not want to hear from this song, though. What I received doesn't indicate that Eminem is on the track. It just says, you know, it's the song name. And so when I was listening to it, when I first heard the track, and then a guy's voice came in for just a split second, I thought it was Macklemore. And the reason I thought it was Macklemore is because I really feel like the song sounds like Macklemore. It reminds me to some degree of Same Love by Macklemore. And so I don't know what as somebody who's not really like super into the politics of rap or rivalries or anything, I don't know how Macklemore feels about Eminem, or Eminem feels about Macklemore, or Eminem fans feel about Macklemore fans. Anyway, I don't know. But I definitely think that there is a similarity in sounds to Macklemore on this track. So maybe that's going to be upsetting to some Eminem fans. I hope not. The song is super fun. I really like it. After Revenge on the album, then it's Whatever You Want. You already know the tea there, girl. There's nothing for me to tell you, okay? Just go look it up on YouTube. The next track on the album is called But We Lost It, and this is a real powerful ballad. Pink's voice sounds so good, you guys. If I were to compare this to other Pink songs, this is very, like, glitter in the air sounding. So it's one of those really, really kind of, like, slow Pink ballads. The 6th track on this album is called Barbies. It's like a folksy song. It's got a guitar, and it's a lot slower. It talks about Pink's desire to like go back to simpler times, you know, like when she was just playing Barbies in her room and she didn't have responsibilities and didn't have to go to work and, you know, didn't have to deal with bullshit. My idea is like, I don't really like care to go back to playing Barbies. I just want to look like Barbie. Failing. Okay, anyway, moving right along. Up next is a track called Where We Go. It's up-tempo, very rock influenced. It's very Pink. She sounds amazing on it. It's, you know, it's talking about heartache, and she's talking about a relationship where she never felt like it would make it as far as it has. And I think this is another that could definitely probably make it at pop radio. Very, very catchy. Where We Go is like, it's really fun. It's that kind of song where you can sort of like imagine putting it on and like driving in the car with the wind blowing. Shh.
Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry. I had to totally take out the audio on this part because I lost myself in the fantasy of performing For Now. I love this song. Oh my god.
Up next is one of my favorite songs on here. So, of course, Pink's last huge #1 single was with Nate Ruess from Fun, and it was Give Me One Reason. I feel like For Now really, really has that vibe of that track. It's like, it's that same sort of like melancholy love song. It's got a sing-along chorus. Can't we just freeze frame, pause, rewind, stop? Take it back to the love that we thought we'd lost. For now. Love it! This is the kind of music that I love from Pink. I love it so much. So For Now, the track For Now is going to be like a definite favorite. I think of a lot of people. It's definitely one of my favorites. So, that's one to watch for now. After For Now is a track called Secrets. And this is like the club banger. It really honestly sounds like it's already been remixed. And it is talking about how everybody has secrets. And it really, really, you guys, it sounds so different from what I normally think of from Pink. This sounds a little bit like, if you're familiar with an artist named Alexandra Stan and Mr. Saxobeat, part of this song reminds me of Mr. Saxobeat, and then it also feels a little bit like a Kylie Minogue song. The song is so good. You are going to be repeating parts of this chorus for years to come. I love dance music, and I love Pink when she does like dancey tracks, but most of her dancey tracks really have that essence of sort of like power pop to it. This is like, it feels like dance electronica, and I have to say it's like when the first time I listened to the album, it was the track that I was like, what the f? And I like rewound it. I'm like, I gotta listen to that again. So Secrets is probably one of my favorites. But if there's a challenger for favorite for me from this record, in terms of up-tempo tracks, it's the song that's right after Secrets, and it's called Better Life. And I don't know how to explain it. It kind of has like what feels a little bit like an old school vibe to me, like a throwback. She sounds super soulful, but it's really super pop. I don't like to really compare artists a lot, but there's a quality to this song that I associate for some reason with some of the music that I've heard like Gwen Stefani do in the past. Like that song like where she was talking about how we were cool or whatever. There's a sound quality to it that's reminiscent of that. It feels like a throwback era type of music, but it's so good. She's like saying like you're looking for a better life, a better wife. So it's about her fears in a relationship. Like this person is looking for something better all the time. And girl, we all been there, bitch. Haven't you? Well, I have, okay. Anyway, I really related to it, and I love this song. So I think that you guys are really gonna love it, too. The next track off the album is called I Am Here, and this is a really interesting song because, you know, a lot of her songs have to do with, like, relationships and things like that. Well, I interpret this song as being about questioning the afterlife. She's saying, like, there's no sin, there's no such thing as sin, and that she's, you know, here in this world that we live in, she's been, like, at the bottom, as low as she can go, so she's not afraid of hell. And she talks about, like, I'll be ready when the devil comes. That's what she said. And so, and she's saying, like, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Like, what's after this? It's really interesting because it, like, changes tempo, and then there's, like, a chorus that comes in. So it starts out, like, a ballad, and then it comes into this, like, really rousing chorus. The tempo changes up and down, up and down. And then ultimately, the moral of the story is, like, it doesn't matter, like, what happens when we go away from here. Because she's here right now, and there are so many places that she could be that would be so much worse than where she's at, so she's gonna make the most of her moment. Live, bitch. You better get your life. So, in terms of powerful messages of inspiration wrapped in a pop track, Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken is the one, okay? She starts out by saying that basically she feels like she may give her life to spread this message, but she's saying that until everybody is free and equal, she's not gonna shut up. She said there's not enough rope to tie me down. There's not enough tape to shut this mouth. So Pink has got a message to spread about equality and love and acceptance and the fact that we are not all living under that world. So this is one of the reasons why I've always been a Pink fan. Okay, I'm a drag queen. I'm a member of the LGBTQ community. Whether that is something that you relate to or not doesn't matter, because almost everyone who's going to be watching this will be of some form of oppressed group, whether that's a minority group based on race, religion, ethnicity, or perhaps you are a woman and you are not getting equality in the workplace or on the pay front. One or the way or the other, we are all fighting for a cause, girl. And Pink is speaking up on our behalf, and she says that no matter what, we have to go into the world and we have to confront these things, and we have to speak up and have our voice heard. Wild hearts cannot be tamed. Wild hearts can't be broken, girl. Oh my God, Pink, I love you. That is why I love you, girl. That is why. And I remember one time she tweeted about how somebody was like, artists should keep their mouths shut. Like, somebody told her, remember that? It was like very a Dixie Chicks moment, which of course, I love the Dixie Chicks, and I loved when Pink was with the Dixie Chicks. Anyway, so, she's standing up for all of us, as she has always done, as she continues to do. I love her. Come on, Pink. Yes, bitch. This, you guys, I have to adjust myself. This is, what I'm about to tell you is serious business. Girl. Thank God I have a water fixture, and I'm sitting here trying to get all zen and shit, because the last track on this record is called You Get My Love. It is so beautiful. Girl, it's so beautiful. It is so amazing. I have always known, and everybody already knows, if you're a fan of Pink, if you've heard her sing one time, or you've seen her dangling upside down from an arena somewhere singing live while doing acrobatics, you know she is a singer's singer. She has got a voice, right? Everybody who's a Pink fan knows that Pink's got a voice. She is amazing. So when I tell you that You Got My Love is probably the best vocal performance of Pink's entire career, can you imagine what that means? She's so amazing. It's over a piano. It is so simple. It is so lush. It is so beautiful. And honest to God, this is a song that Adele could have sang. It's got that kind of emotional power to it. I don't know how to explain it other than the fact that, like, Pink normally doesn't, she does emotional songs, but this one feels so raw. It feels like the kind of shit that Adele sings about. Like, so in the song, she's acknowledging to whomever that she's basically fucked up a lot, and that he probably doesn't trust her, and maybe he doesn't trust her for good reason. She doesn't deny any of that, right? But she's saying that if there's one thing you can trust, it's that you get my love. Oh. Pink. This is the song, girl. This is the song. We know you for your rock tracks. We know you for, like, when you're jamming out. Like, we know you for, like, You in Your Hand. Like, ooh, you, oh, God. We know you for, like, I'm still a rock star. We know that you're a partier, girl. We know that you know politics, and we know that you, like, love a folk song. This is the song I have been waiting for since she came out in 2000. To say that I've listened to this repeatedly would be complete understatement. And I think that this is the song that could really shift people's perspective. I mean, people already know how freaking amazing she is, but when you hear this track, you guys, you're gonna know the power of her voice and the depth of her emotion is so amazing. Pink's Beautiful Trauma comes out on Friday the 13th. You can pre-order it now. I'm not getting paid to say any of this. I'm just saying it because I love Pink. I am a Pink fan, girl. Huge Pink fan. Please feel free to follow me. I know I got a lot of followers just tweeting about Eminem and Pink and the new album, so I really appreciate that. Meanwhile, look for this video and my written review to go up on Huffington Post soon. Search me. All you have to do is look for Pollo Del Mar. Just Google me, girl. I'm everywhere, bitch. Until then, I'm out of here, and I cannot wait. Pink, you better bring it, bitch. Oh, girl, it's already been brought in. Yes, mama.